Iran has reportedly executed a man it says was working as an agent for Israel's Mossad intelligence service, after convicting him on charges of espionage. State outlet Press TV identified the man as Aqil Keshavarz and said he was put to death on December 20th following a formal conviction for spying. Officials claimed the execution took place only after all stages of legal process were completed and the death sentence was upheld by Iran's Supreme Court. The 27-year-old Keshavarz was arrested in the spring of 2025 during a security patrol in the city of Urmia in northwestern Iran. According to Iranian military sources, army officers detained him after allegedly catching him filming the headquarters of the Urmia infantry division. Investigators say a subsequent examination of his mobile phone uncovered communications with contacts they linked to Israeli intelligence networks. Messages on his device were said to be associated with a handler identified only by the name Osher, whom Iran describes as tied to Mossad or the IDF. The probe prompted searches of Keshavar's home and a hotel room where he had been staying, which officials say turned up further incriminating material. Authorities reported seizing documents, coded notes, and lists of addresses related to Iranian security institutions, items they say were intended for foreign intelligence. Iran's security services allege that Keshavarz established contact via cyberspace with Israeli military and intelligence agencies, including Mossad. They further claim the Mossad spy had completed more than 200 missions before his arrest, describing him as a prolific operative rather than a low-level source. Keshavarz is accused of handing over sensitive information to Israel, including the locations of strategic sites and images of military facilities. Iranian officials say he carried out reconnaissance tasks in several cities, among them Tehran, Isfahan, Urmia, and Shahrud, mapping routes and photographing targets. Payment for these missions was allegedly routed via cryptocurrency accounts, with Mossad sending funds after each operation and providing digital receipts as proof. Press TV says Keshavarz confessed to collaborating with Israel and admitted that his activities were aimed at harming Iran's national security. Iran also accuses him of cooperating with groups linked to the Mujahideen Khalq, MEK, an exiled opposition organization that Tehran labels as terrorist. The timing of Keshavar's execution comes just days before Netanyahu's high-stakes trip to the United States, where Iran is expected to top the agenda. During this visit, Netanyahu is expected to present President Donald Trump with new options for military action against Iran, including contingency plans for renewed strikes. Israeli decision-makers are said to be weighing such options amid growing alarm over Iran's expanding ballistic missile program and its efforts to rebuild capabilities damaged in the recent 12-day war. NBC News reported on December 20th that Netanyahu plans to brief Trump on these developments, a story that was quickly echoed and amplified by Israeli outlets. According to those reports, Netanyahu is likely to lay out multiple strike options, including a scenario in which Israel carries out attacks on Iran entirely on its own. Other menu options are said to include an Israeli operation with limited US support, a fully joint US-Israeli operation and, at the far end of the spectrum, a US-led attack with Israel in a supporting role. Beyond Iran, the two leaders are also expected to discuss Netanyahu's handling of the fragile Gaza ceasefire, amid repeated accusations from Hamas that Israel has violated the truce.